Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about day trading. Now, more specific, we're going to be talking about how I make over $300, actually $299.50 every single day from day trading stocks. $200 a day keeps the job away, and that's the approach you have to have, is understanding that this is a job. It's a career. What I mean by that is it's going to take time, just like a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer. It takes years of practice, of hard work and education before you guys can see those consistent gains in your portfolio. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the strategy I use, the mindset, and the approach. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you do, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you guys want to learn more about day trading, check out our school. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass. We have private live streams. We're actually about to go live here with the group here in about an hour. We have a group chat. We have all things you guys need, and we're going to be revamping the whole course this summer and adding more into day trading, more into shorting, betting for that stock to go down. Well, full new segments getting added this summer, so I'm excited for that. We've been filming, working hard like crazy, so check it out down below, and I'll see you guys in there, and let's jump into this here. So when it comes to day trading, before we talk about the approach, I want to talk about one thing that I think is very, very, very important for understanding day trading. A lot of people think that, at least for me, that you have to chase these stocks, that you have to find those stocks that, will move to 300% in some cases, and you're hopping in and trying to get 10, 20% in a single day. Guys, I'm sorry to say, but momentum day trading is extremely difficult. It's very difficult because often you're chasing a stock that's already up, and hitting highs. And you always hear that expression, buy low, sell high. So why would you ever do that? Chase those plays. The risk is so high. So one of the things that I do is, with my day trading, I focus on about 5 stocks and a couple of ETFs, and I want to be a master of them. I want to understand it better than I understand, myself. And with the stock here that we traded today, this is Tesla. Now, Tesla here is a stock that I absolutely love to trade because of trends that it offers. Having good trends is probably one of the most important factors for day trading. So let's go ahead and look at the play here. So the play I was looking at here, and for me, guys, I'm very rare will I trade a stock during the first, couple of hour, first hour or 2 hours of the market day, just because I want to find some sort of trend, and often you need a lot more candles in order to do so. So this was the approach here. So you guys can see where Tesla had just this general downward trend, right? It hit this point once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and it established something called a resistance trend. So there's 2 approaches you can have. The first approach is to actually bet for the stock to go down on this trend, right? It's a good trade. You can keep your stop, just above this. It does work very, very well. Now, what you will need in order for this is you will need confirmation of selling pressure. One of the ways you guys can get confirmation is by looking at something called the MACD indicator. You guys can see here where we have this orange line sell off, break down under that blue line. That is what we call a signal. So you guys can see the short would have been about here, and it would have panned out very, very, very nice. And you would have had that exit about there. Now, for me, I love breakouts. For those of you that have been following the channel, I'm a breakout trader. And the stock actually broke out here. What's even crazy is we missed this move. This probably would have been the best entry point, to be honest with you, with some relatively good risk management, because you could have kept it, your stop at about 334, but we missed it. And so one of the things that I wanted to do is see the new trend. So it popped up above it, and then it sold off, and we had this move, right? We had that move going up. So that was the trend I was thinking. So it kind of looks something like this here. So it sold off a little bit. So now what I did is I did the extended line tool, and I did this. I said, okay, that's the new trend of the stock here. We'll see what happens. The stock popped up, continued to pop up, and then we had this right here. Okay, you guys can see that long wick right here. That is a very bullish thing for the stock to do. And that was our entry point. Okay. So going ahead, putting our entry point, we didn't get in actually on that peak bottom. We got in a little high at about 36.59 in that range, keeping our stop loss just below that trend for a possible push back up to high of day, which is a very realistic goal at about 348 would give a risk versus reward of about 12 to 1, which is extremely high. And even if you brought it down to the previous, dip down at about 340, is still about a 4.5 to 1. So risking $1, right, risking $1 to make about $4. So now here, as the stock continued to go up, we kept our stop loss just below this, or our profit really just below this trend line, right? You guys can see, just continue to work out. So now as this stock is continuing to climb, we understand the goal of it, right? And on that last MACD sell-off, or one of the last MACD dips, which was back in here at about 342, was our exit. Very simple, using trends, the MACD, and also we of course looked at the RSI, which stands for the Relative Strength Index. And at the time here, it was near and around a 41 on the RSI. So it was kind of in that middle ground, not undervalued, not overvalued. But this is a simple strategy. Honestly, breakouts, not chasing plays in the first couple of hours, waiting for a trend to form, plan out the entry, plan out the exit. It's very, very simple. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask down below. And if you guys want to learn more about trading Chuck Carter School, I'll see you guys in there. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and take care.